All right, class, lesson 39. Let's get some help on a few of these problems. Let's start right at the beginning, number 1. Number 1 says, draw a pair of horizontal parallel line segments that are the same length. Okay, horizontal goes with the horizon. Segments, parallel, same length. But wait, we're not done. It says, form a quadrilateral by connecting the ends of the segments. Oh, jeez. That was really funny. They could have said draw a rectangle. Instead, we drew a pair of parallel line segments along with the horizon and then connected them. As long as I'm here, I better get my name up here. Okay? Number 2, it says write an equation that answers how many years are in 5 centuries. Now, if I'm not sure, I got to look in lesson 28 or 21, century, centa, cents in a dollar, 100 cents in a dollar, 100 years in a century times 5. Pretty easy. 500 what? 500 years. Go ahead and put that over here in your answer key. 500 years. Number 3. Paloma is 6 years older than her sister. If Paloma is 13 years old, then how old is... Lesson 35. Write my triangle or my rectangles. So I got the oldest girl, the youngest girl, and the difference. Now Paloma is 6 years older, so this is where Paloma is going to be. And sister doesn't have a name, so we'll just call her sister. Paloma is 6 years older. That's the difference. If Paloma is 13 years old, we know Paloma. So we got the big sister, and we got the difference. One big, one small. What are we going to do? We're going to subtract. How old is the sister? 7 years old. Number 5. It's today's lesson. Oh, yeah, what did I do? So that you guys could see it, I put number 3 and number 4. Hold on. This one goes up here. Sorry. Let's do number 4. I'll do it up here. You guys fix yours because you're writing in pencil. Diego walks 488 feet going to the end of the pier and back. How long is the pier? So to go to the pier, end of the pier, and back is 488. So if you want to go just to the end of the pier, you're going to divide by 2. 488 divided by 2. How many times does 2 go into 4? 2 times. Second step, multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract. 0. Bring down the 8. How many times does 2 go into 8? 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. 0. Bring down the 8. How many times 2 go into 8? 4. 244 feet. Now we're on number 5. Draw a picture. Today's lesson. 1/4 compared to 1/3. I got a pizza. I'm going to divide it up between 4 friends. Smaller slice, divide up into 3 friends. A little bit bigger. Let's go ahead and make our pizzas. Now, usually we do rectangles when we're working with thirds because sometimes kids have a hard time making thirds. Remember, it's going to be that peace sign. And we got a third. That's pretty big. And we got a 4th. So the third's a little bit bigger here. See, it would be about that much bigger. So, when we write that, we're going to write 1/4 is less than 1/3. 1/3 is bigger. All right. Number 6, way back from the beginning of the school year, lesson number 2, what is half of 23? Remember how we used to do this, 23? The closest even number is 22. If you cut 22 in half, 2 goes in 2 once and 2 goes in 2 once, you get 11. And don't forget about the one more. Give it the hi-ya! And that gives you a half. 11 and a half. Check out number 7. And then I'm going to let you guys tear loose on your own here. Number 7 says, Emily's cat ate 1/4 of a dozen of fish fillets. How many fish fillets did Emily's cat eat? 1/4 of a dozen. Now you got to know 2 things then. First of all, 1/4 of A dozen. A dozen is 12. And whenever we say of, we're actually saying multiply. And when we multiply by a fraction, we actually divide by the bottom number, then multiply by the top. So we actually got 12 divided by 4 equals 3. 3 what? 3 fillets. It's like Chick-fil-A's. Just kidding. All right, 3 fillets. We did 7. I'll do about 7 more with you on the Zoom call. We'll see you then.